8 actors Hollywood won't cast anymore. Cameron Diaz. From the mid-90s to the mid-2000s, it appeared like Cameron Diaz was in each effective film. From hits like The Mask, Something About Mary to Shrek, Diaz was very nearly turning into a record-breaking perfect. And afterwards, she settled on a few unfortunate decisions, showing up in adults-only flounders like Bad Teacher, which may have harmed her attractiveness. Starting around 2017, she hasn't shown up in that frame of mind starting around 2014 with the main film not too far off, a Shrek continuation not due until 2020. Diaz is still incredibly famous among fans, yet her experience as a Hollywood celebrity might be finished. Tobey Maguire. Best associated with depicting Peter Parker in the first Spider-Man film establishment, Maguire has played a few other effective parts, remembering for Pleasantville, Seabiscuit, and Brothers. He's never fully shaken the Peter Parker persona, in any case, and subsequently, his filmography hasn't exactly extended a lot. Between 2009-17, he just showed up in 6 movies, truth be told. A few critics highlight Spider-Man 3 as the defining moment for the entertainer, as the film wasn't very much looked into and at last finished Sam Raimi's web-throwing establishment. Did it likewise for all-time crash Maguire's once gleaming vocation. Katherine Heigl. During the 2000s, it seemed like nothing could stop Katherine Heigl. She was the star of a very well-known TV series and had a big screen hit with 2007's Knocked Up. Notwithstanding, a line of boring rom-coms followed, and with it came a developing standing that she was challenging to manage on set. She then, at that point, condemned her star-making job in Knocked Up for being misogynist, and made a not exactly amicable split from Grey's Anatomy. While Heigl is as yet finding jobs in non-exclusive rom-coms, her movie vocation is positively not as splendid or charming to look as it used to be. Taylor Lautner. Call it the Twilight effect, Lautner appeared to be ready for large things following his appearance as Jacob Black in the Twilight series. The teen idol was even given a main job in 2011's Abduction. Sadly, it was panned, with critics singling out Lautner's unfortunate acting. From that point forward, he's for the most part been consigned to bit parts in Adam Sandler comedies like Grown Ups 2 and The Ridiculous Six. While Lautner is yet youthful and could have more open doors later on, for certain jobs on the little screen during the 2010s, his profession's at risk of being over before it even truly begins. Mike Myers. That's what we bet. Assuming Mike Myers had one wish, he'd undo The Love Guru. His movie vocation began solid, with Wayne's World and the Austin Powers films. He then demonstrated he was a more than fit voice entertainer, when he was given a role as Shrek. However, at that point came The Love Guru. With a 14% newness rating on Bad Tomatoes, the film procured Myers 3 Razzies and a wealth of analysis. A few critics saw it as possibly a vocation-ending film, and almost 10 years after the fact it appears to be valid. Despite the fact that Myers made a very much respected appearance in Quentin Tarantino's movie, he's yet to have a featuring job since The Love Guru. Hilary Swank. Swank might have won Oscars for her exhibitions in Young Men Don't Cry and $1 Million Child, but her film decisions haven't forever really depended on the Foundation's principles. During the 2000s, she showed up in motion pictures like Dark Dahlia and P.S. I Love You, which both got negative audits, particularly for Swank's acting. She endeavored to recover the Oscar buzz in 2009 with Amelia, a personal film about Amelia Earhart, yet it was fundamentally panned, with Swank's acting again disappointing the critics. There's no question that Swank is a skilled entertainer, so hopefully we see a resurgence from her not too far off. Eddie Murphy. A bankable force to be reckoned with during the 1980s, with films like 48 Hours, Trading Places, and Beverly Hills Cop, Eddie Murphy was once an equivalent to comedic gold. Taking on The Nutty Professor, where he depicted a few unique characters as well as voice-over companion jobs in Mulan and Shrek, Murphy demonstrated he had extraordinary comedic range. Be that as it may, with the 2000s came things like Meet Dave and Norbit. In the last option, Murphy endeavored to recover the wizardry by and depicting different characters. However, the outcome was not a triumph. For his inconvenience, he won 3 of the 6 Razzies he was named for and left with lifelong destruction.